We always talk about the internet like it's this one single thing, a magical cloud that just exists. But what if I told you it's actually 4 totally distinct layers, each one built on top of the last, that make up your entire digital life? Let's break it down. Right? You use it constantly. But when was the last time you stopped to ask, what is this thing really? Well, it's definitely not one big cloud. The real story is so much more interesting. The way to think about it is this. The internet we know was built in stages, in layers, and each new service was created to solve a problem that the layer before it introduced. So we're going to peel back those layers one by one and see exactly how our modern online world got put together. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Layer 1. This was the service that gave millions of people their first real reason to get online. And it wasn't websites, it wasn't videos, it was the simple, humble, digital message. Way before you had browsers and websites, you had email. I know, it sounds so basic to us now, doesn't it? But back then, this was a completely radical idea. Being able to send a message to anyone else on the network instantly, for free, that was the internet's first killer app. It was the reason people decided, okay, I need to get connected. So, people were connected. They were communicating. But what's next? Well, pretty soon, we needed a way to not just send private messages, but to share information more broadly. And this need led to the creation of our second layer, a gigantic global library of documents. And this is where we have to clear up one of the biggest misconceptions out there. The internet and the World Wide Web are not the same thing. Not at all. The internet, that's the physical stuff, the cables, the servers, basically the pipes. The World Wide Web is all the information, the websites and pages that flows through those pipes. The easiest way to think about it, the internet is the library building itself, and the web is all the books inside it. Okay, so now we've got this incredible global library, the World Wide Web, and it is growing at an explosive rate. But this created a brand new, massive problem. With millions of new books being added all the time, how on earth do you find the one you're actually looking for? This right here, this captures the chaos of the early web perfectly. You had this unbelievable treasure trove of information, but it was a total mess. Seriously, just imagine the world's biggest library, but with every single book ripped off the shelves and thrown into one giant pile on the floor. That's what it was like before our third layer showed up. And that's when the hero of our story steps in, the search engine. Programs like Google became the master librarians for this digital world. They built these little automated bots that crawled the web, reading everything and creating a massive index. Basically a perfect card catalog. But the real genius was that they also figured out how to rank all those pages for relevance. For the first time, we had order in the digital chaos. All right, let's move on to our fourth and final layer. This one is the foundation for pretty much everything modern we use. You see, as the web got more and more complex, with video streaming, huge photo libraries, and real-time collaborative documents, our little personal computers just couldn't keep up. We needed way more power and way more storage.
And that's where the cloud comes in. The big idea here is actually pretty simple, but it is a total game changer. Instead of storing everything on your own laptop's tiny hard drive, you store it on this massive network of super powerful computers owned by companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. You're basically renting a small piece of a global supercomputer that you can access from anywhere at any time.
And trust me, you use this layer all day, every day, probably without even realizing it. When you're watching a show on Netflix, you're not downloading the movie file, you're streaming it from the cloud. When you work on a Google Doc with your team, that file doesn't actually live on your computer, it lives in the cloud. It's the invisible engine that powers the modern internet. So, let's pull this all together. We have our 4 layers: the communication of email, the library of the web, the card catalog of search, and the massive engine of the cloud. The really amazing part is how they all work together, totally seamlessly, in almost everything we do online.
Let's just walk through a super common scenario. Say you use a search engine to look for a new movie. That search takes you to a page on the World Wide Web. You find one you like, you click play, and that movie starts streaming to your screen using the cloud. You absolutely love it, so you copy the link and shoot it over to a friend using email. See? In one simple, everyday action, you've used all 4 layers: search, the web, the cloud, and email. They aren't separate things anymore. They're this integrated stack of services that created the internet experience we all know and rely on today.
So, there you have it. From a simple digital message all the way to a global supercomputer in the cloud, these are the 4 foundational layers that built our modern world. And it leaves us with one final, really exciting question to think about. What new problems are we creating today, And what will that fifth layer look like? Thanks for digging into this with me.